Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 2, verse 4. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created. On the day that Yod-Heh Vav-Heh Elohim made earth and heavens. This verse begins a new literally section, but in the eyes of the Zohar, it is not a shift, it is a deepening. The verse marks the transition from the cosmic overview of creation from Genesis 1 to the inner, esoteric workings of that creation. The language shifts too. For the first time, Yahweh Elohim appears, revealing a vision of mercy and judgment, and suggesting that now we are entering the soul level of creation. The first phrase we have, these are the generations, the hidden histories within creation. The Zohar explains that generations refers to unfoldings, emanations, and spiritual lineages. This is not merely physical genealogy, but the chain of spiritual causality, how upper worlds give rise to lower ones. These generations include both heavenly structures, angels, soul archetypes, and earthly forms such as matter, time, and space. Creation is a living system where the heavens and earth are not static but in continuous dialogue, generating new combinations of light and vessel. The next phrase we have, of the heavens and the earth when they were created. This is inversion of the cosmic order. The Zohar notes a shift in word order in Genesis 1 verse 1, heaven and earth. In here, it is earth and heavens. This reversal teaches Genesis 1 emphasized the heavenly root, the ideal form. Genesis 2 focuses on the earthly reflection and the manifest process. Now, the focus shifts to the inner life of the physical world, where earth becomes a vessel through which spiritual truths are revealed. The next phrase we have, on the day that Yahweh Elohim made. Union of divine names. For the first time in the Torah, the divine name Yahweh Elohim appears. Yahweh, YHVH, or it can be called the Tetragrammaton, represents mercy, the infinite, unbounded light, from Binah through Tiferet. Elohim represents judgment, constriction, multiplicity, Geburah, form, boundary. The Zohar teaches that this verse marks the fusion of the two fundamental aspects of God. When the Holy One and the Shekinah are united, the worlds are stable. This indicates that creation is now being viewed not just from the outside, but from within, where mercy and judgment must be held together to sustain life. The mystical allusion, Behibaram, in English, when they were created, and Be Avraham. The Zohar notes a play on the Hebrew word, Behibaram, which is when they were created. Rearranged, it contains the letters of Be Avraham, which in English means through Abraham. The sages and Zohar explain the world was created through the attribute of Hesed, which is loving kindness, embodied in Avraham. Thus, even though form was used to construct the world, its inner spiritual foundation is kindness, represented by the four-letter words YHVH. This verse teaches that benevolence is the root and structure is the vessel. The Zoharic theme of this verse is the soul of the world awakens, where Genesis 1 was about the architecture of the cosmos. Genesis 2, especially beginning with this verse, is about the ensoulment of creation. Now we explore how divine energies are internalized. The earth becomes active, life emerges from dust, and the breath of God animates form. This verse marks this gateway, a descent from abstraction into embodied spiritual life. Genesis 2 verse 4, in the mystical perspective of the Zohar, is not a mere summary. It is a turning point. The moment the Torah shifts from describing external creation to revealing the inner mysteries of that creation. The word generations refers to the spiritual lineage of heaven and earth, the hidden patterns and forces that animate the physical world. The reversal of heaven and earth to earth and heavens signals a change in perspective from divine origin to earthly embodiment. Most powerfully, this verse introduces Yahweh Elohim, the fusion of mercy and judgment, of infinite light with divine form. This marks the completion of divine integration, the joining of male and female energies, of the transcendent with the immanent. The word Behibaram hints at Abraham, reminding us that although the world is structured with boundaries, its core is love and kindness. This verse initiates a new level of consciousness. The world is not just built, it is infused with soul. Heaven and earth are no longer separate. They are interwoven, vibrating with the breath of the living God. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.